sense. I just don't see any way.
Alright, so that's the story about what I was doing when I'd read her. Now I'll tell you this, she's trying to show them on her phone this trip on an app, Life 360. Life 360 kind of generally tracks your movements. You can join with your family and they can see where you are and have been and vice versa. You may be wondering, well, look, if this trip was so sinister in nature, why is she trying to show it to them on her phone? And you'll hear testimony that the reason that she was comfortable holding out her phone as corroboration for this trip to the Chevron is that, again, the Chevron and Azalea Mobile Home Plaza are right next to each other. And looking at the screen, you can't necessarily tell which one she's at. You can only tell that she's in the general area. So she believes that this kind of helps prove that I'm telling the truth about being at the Chevron. Now, the police would later pull very precise GPS data from the phone, like not just looking at the screen, but from the actual phone, that puts her not at the Chevron, but right at the dumpsters at Azalea, which are, I don't know, maybe 100 yards, 75 yards from the Chevron. But that's why she's holding the Life 360 out and saying, look, this helps me. So that's the first appearance of the origin story. To explain the Azalea trip. They take, the police take all three of the adults in the house. Eventually they say, you know, we really need you to get Danny, Cole, and the defendant to the police station, sit them down for formal interviews, and just get like a complete sequence of the day from all three of these people. The first interview with the defendant takes place in something that they call the lactation room or the nursing room. I think you sometimes also hear these things referred to as mothering rooms. And the reason for that is that Danny was in the single...
What's sad is you think your opinion is the only one that matters. But it's all good. You be you. Yeah, I'll be voting for Trump because there's no way in hell I'd vote for the fucking clown show we've had for the last 4 years.
Interview room that they have with the cameras wired up in the corners and all that. And this video is recorded on Detective Marion Lemon's phone. Now, by this time, this is a joint federal and local investigation. The FBI has shown up because they get involved in kidnappings, abduction cases. And what happens at headquarters is that they pair off teamwork. One FBI agent, one detective, and they each in a pair interview each of these people. And so Detective Lemons is paired up with Special Agent Brad Snyder, whom you'll hear from. And they were kind of partners throughout this investigation. And it's very open-ended at the beginning. What they're asking for is just give us an account of your day. Give us an account of the last 24 hours. Where have you been? What have you done? And so you'll hear Snyder asking him this. The video is really nothing special. I think it's just ceiling tiles the entire time because the phone is sitting on a table. But the audio is good. You can hear it. And she starts with, we left the dentist and came home. So she does start at the beginning.
So right now, again, we're sorry for hurting your honey. We can't imagine the emotions you're feeling right now. But it's difficult. Just kind of think about the last 24 hours. And just kind of give me, you know, what you've been through the past 24 hours. So the top 24 hours will be this time in this case from about 1 o'clock yesterday. That's the time you're
So that's the start. I was leaving the dentist, getting my wisdom tooth pulled. And the end is the Origel story, the Chevron Origel story that she has as her last trip of the night. And she omitted that to Wilkins, is now had to come up with a story to cover this trip.
What that was really bothering me about almost one of the morning to call certain parents if they have Origel.